Welcome to my getting to level 100 in the Pyramid of Doom in Plants vs. Zombies 2 series. I plan on making this a series because I am not playing 100 levels of Plants vs. Zombies 2 in one day. That just sounds absolutely horrible. This first episode of this series, and I plan on making it a series once again, this first episode of the series covers level 3 through 8. So, yeah, I'm just gonna, talk about what I was planning on doing in the level and stuff. I always use plant food on my sunflowers very early so I can get that early sun production boost because it's kind of needed. And if I can, I use cherry bombs to clear out the graves because the graves get very annoying. The reason why I chose to do this on the Pyramid of Doom is because it has a very simple world twist that is graves, and its zombies are very simple. I thought about doing this on the Far Future or Pirate Seas, because Pirate Seas is my favorite world. But chose to do this on the Pyramid of Doom because it's simple. And it's just you plant and you fight the zombies and you win. It's not very complex. So I get a full row of bloomerangs and I start working on a second row of pea shooters. Second row of pea shooters. I plant a winter melon because it slows the zombies and deals huge damage. It slows zombies and does huge damage. What I like to do is I like to put my sunflowers in the front to protect the attackers because your sun producers don't win the game, your attackers do. So it's very important to protect your attackers and keep them safe from the zombies. So you can just, plant infinite sunflowers and just have infinite sun. It's really simple. It's a very simple strategy, and I use a cherry bomb to clear out most of the wave and win this level. It's very simple, very easy. For this next level, I get Red Stinger, and I choose Red Stinger as it's a better attacker than Pea Shooter, and it only costs 1 extra sun because of in Plants vs. Zombies 2, it has the 50 sun meta. Each sunflower produces 50 sun every few seconds, I guess. And I'm still forced to take Pea Shooter, even though I'm not really going to use it, apart from maybe just starting with it to clear out a grave or two, because that's really only Pea Shooter is good for. His damage is so low, it's practically useless on the later rounds. It's, once again, practically useless on the later rounds. I plant a bloomerang to help clear out the graves, and I plant a bloomerang to help clear out that grave and take care of that zombie there. I really got an annoying grave layout that kind of got in the way of me planting my plants, so that was kind of annoying. I don't really do much this level. These early levels are kind of boring because it's just you plant and all the zombies die, and it's really simple. It's mind-numbing because once you have a good strategy and you have a good amount of plants, it just gets so boring so quickly. And I won't be using Bloomerang for long. I use it in this episode, and I might be using it in the second episode or second part or whatever you want to call it, because Bloomerang clears out the graves and it pierces 3 zombies and 3 obstacles, essentially. So it's a really good idea to have Bloomerang, but I hopefully will get Laser Beam because Laser Beam pierces infinitely, which is absolutely amazing. So it's not even the first wave, and there's already a few zombies on the screen, which is obviously, you got to deal with a lot of zombies, especially in the later waves, later levels, later waves. There will be literally hundreds of zombies on the screen at one time, which I wonder how my phone will take that. Once again, I use a cherry bomb to clear out those 2 zombies there, and I keep on working on planting more sun producers and getting a whole row of red stingers and bloomerangs. I get that whole row of bloomerangs that I wanted because why not? I continue to work on getting that entire row of red stingers. Red stinger is honestly one of my favorite attackers because it just deals so much damage in my opinion, and it has a really unique mechanic as it can only be planted in the back 3 rows before its damage lowers. So it's the first wave, the first flag. So I use a cherry bomb to clear out some of the zombies before I continue to plant more sunflowers, so I can have more sun production and hopefully get that winter melon that I really want, because winter melon is honestly awesome. I plant a walnut in front of that sarcophagus zombie. So, yeah. I plant the winter melon in front of that explorer because I didn't want to lose a flower to him. But that didn't even happen. So I plant another winter melon. And winter melon is genuinely the best attacker, I think. I think the only attacker that rivals it is Dusklobber whenever it's being boosted by a moonflower, which is obviously very powerful. Dusklobber is one of the best attackers. I don't have Dusklobber unlocked yet, but I will hopefully unlock it. But once again, these levels at the start are just very boring because it's essentially just you plant the plant, and eventually the zombies will, die. And it doesn't really take a lot. I try to get another winter melon, but I accidentally plant a sunflower, and at that point it's just not worth it. I accidentally dig up a bloomerang because I'm trying to, and I just kind of fumble getting that last winter melon that I wanted. I'm doing this and getting to level 100 in the Pyramid of Doom video for two reasons. Number one, I just want the bragging right to say that I did it, and also the coins. I go ahead and pick Tallnut because Tallnut is one of the best walls in my personal opinion. It's up there with Endurian and Infinite. It just has more health than a normal walnut, and anything that, can normally bypass normal-sized plants, it can't. It shuts them down. Tallnut in the first Plants vs. Zombies was infinitely more useful. Like I said, these levels are just boring, which is why I don't want to play 100 levels of it in one day, as that would just suck, and it would be hell. Literal hell. Excuse me. But yeah, these levels are just very boring. I go ahead and plant a bloomerang to hopefully deal with that raw zombie, because those guys can try and steal your sun and are just a little annoying. I'm sorry. I've been feeling sick today, but I wanted to get a video out because I kind of made like a promise that I would record a video every day today. But I'm recording, so yeah. Bloomerang is honestly one of the better attackers. It's nowhere near the best, but purely because it can pure zombies, and so many zombies appear in later worlds. Until you get Laser Beam, Bloomerang is actually a really great attacker in my opinion. Once again, I use Cherry Bomb to both take care of that Explorer and clear out some graves, because these graves are genuinely annoying, because unless you have a catapult type attacker like what Winter Melon is, or a key, which I know I do eventually pick a key and start using it, kinda. Unless you have like a catapult type attacker, graves will get in the way. And so in the early world, it kind of suggests that you should be using Cabbage Pult. Cabbage Pult sucks, so it's Bloomerang kind of just gets around that. Bloomerang is genuinely a good plant and one of my favorites. I just like its design and I like its functionality, so yeah, now you know. Bloomerang is one of my favorite plants. 2 Explorers come this time, and it scares the shit out of me because obviously these guys instantly destroy one plant at a time. They're not... My cat just freaking jumped up on the bed and attacked me. I don't know. My cat is weird. I use a Cherry Bomb to clear out some of the zombies, and Cherry Bomb will be staying in my deck the entire game. I will be using it the entire time whenever I'm trying to get to around 100, because it is absolutely amazing. I love it so much. And that is another level done. We are almost done here. 2 more levels. For this level, I go ahead and pick Endurian because it's my favorite wall apart from Infinite, but I don't have Infinite unlocked yet. I do plan on getting it unlocked before I continue, because Infinite has this plant food effect where it just creates a wall that covers the entire field. Even though I took Endurian, I also take the normal walnut because it can kind of be used as stall. My cat is being so fucking annoying. Stop that! Hey! What are you doing? My cat is crawling all over the shower curtains. I swear to God. She's just mad because I'm not giving her attention. And I said he on accident. It's a her. It's a girl cat. We named her Fish because whenever I funny story, the reason why my cat is named Fish is because I went to a friend to ask him, hey, what should we name our new cat? And I was asking him for a suggestion, and he said, that's a weird looking fish. And I was like, that made me laugh so hard. I was like, okay, Fish is his new name because it's just funny. And she is very ornery. She likes to play fight and get into things and make messes. So she is a normal cat, like all cats. Once again, another level. These are honestly very boring in the early game, but there does come a point where you have to micromanage a lot more with like instas and stuff like that, and that will come in later levels. I know it's definitely possible to reach level 100. I don't know if it's ever been done before, so if I'm the first person to do it and set that world record, that would be awesome. I'm pretty sure there is definitely, like, round 200, someone achieved it, but just hasn't said it. But it'd be really cool to, get to round 100 on Pyramid of Doom. Once again, I have all of the sun producers that I want for this level. I don't really need any more, so I'm going to focus on getting all my attackers up and getting an Endurian wall, because Endurian is really cool. It attacks the zombies whenever it's being attacked. So whenever the zombies are trying to eat it, it spikes them back because it's like really spiky, and Endurian is pretty cool. So once again, these levels are very mind-numbing, and I'm running out of things to say and commentary to commentate on. But once again, levels are just very boring, which is why I didn't want to do 100 levels in one day. Because number one, I probably wouldn't be able to get this video out because I know it's going to take me at least 30 or so minutes to fully get it edited, and I'm going to have to do all the commentary, which is going to suck because it's 20 minutes of me just straight talking. And real quick, I don't script my videos. I just talk. I don't script it. I don't do more than maybe 2 or 3 takes, but they aren't scripted. So what you're hearing is me just talking my mind. I try and plant an Endurian there, but I accidentally plant a sunflower, so I just dig it up. But once again, my videos aren't ever scripted, and I don't really plan on them being scripted. Okay, then. I don't plan on my videos being scripted because it's not something I really want to do, and it just doesn't feel genuine whenever a video, you can clearly tell that a video is scripted. It just doesn't feel genuine to me. So for this next level, I go ahead and take Watermelon Pole, and I don't know why, because I use it for this level and this level only before I just go back to using Wintermelon, because Wintermelon is an upgrade to Watermelon Pole. It does more damage and stuns the zombies, or I say stuns, it slows them. I take Pea Shooter, even though I'm not going to really use it, apart from just planting it to take care of a grave or two. Once again, Pea Shooter's damage is so low, you literally cannot use it in any level past like the first 5, because it just won't really do anything to the zombies. There are Pea Shooter upgrades, like there's Repeater, there is a Repeater, 3-peater, Split Pea, and then I think it's like Pea Pod or something. I don't really use the Pea Shooters that much. I do really want Snow Pea because it was one of my favorite plants from the first game. How original, I know. I know someone else said that. I'll have to look into who said that. I remember seeing a all plants ranked, and it was Plants vs. Zombies 1, and all the plants were ranked, and he said that his favorite plant was Snow Pea, and I'm saying that too, so I'm super original. Either way, I want Snow Pea because Snow Pea is pretty cool. Slows the zombies and has the chance to just shoot a pea that freezes them, which is obviously really powerful. I go ahead and dig up that pea shooter and plant a red stinger. Red stinger is genuinely my favorite plant. I really like it's unique. You can only plant it in the back 3 lanes or it'll turn into a wall. And even whenever it does turn into a wall, it has a similar to an Endearing effect where it'll deal damage to the zombies. But once you plant it in the upward 5th lane, it turns into a pure wall and has tons of health. But from the 5th lane back, it can still attack. It's just a cheaper repeater that deals just a tiny bit more damage and can turn into a wall if you really need it to, which is obviously really cool, and it's honestly my favorite attacker. I also think it's one of the best, obviously. Wintermelon Polt and Dusklobber do the most direct damage for attackers. Instas are obviously going to take down a Gargantuar in 2 hits, which is obviously very powerful. Gargantuars in this game are just a joke because you can plant weak plants in front of them. He'll instantly kill them, but it stops him for a second. And so you can do it again and again, and they're just a joke. This next level, I take a key and I use it for this level only. And the reason why I know that I'm going to use it for this level only is its performance sucked. But this is the last level that I'm going to do today, which thank God, because these levels are so boring. And having to give 20 minutes of commentary sucks. And I never want to do it again. But I'm going to have to if I want to, do something resembling YouTube. Once again, I don't want to use YouTube as my main career. I mess up with planting that sunflower. So I've looked to see if I can restart, but I can't. So I just dig up the sunflower and replant it, which I'm such a moron. Which is actually why the first 3 levels aren't recorded, is because I'm such a moron. Because I forgot that I was going to record it and I started playing last night. I wanted to, get to level 100, but I started playing last night before I remembered, oh yeah, I can make a video out of this. And my cat is making so much noise, it is basically impossible to record my voice now, huh? Anyways, once again, these levels, they're very boring. I used a cherry bomb to clear out some graves and kill that zombie because it was, being annoying. Coneheads are there. Basically, all attacking plants can take care of a conehead once, but they need to solo. I plant down in a key because a key is really cool. Its shots bounce from zombie to zombie, and as far as I can tell, there is no limit to how much these shots can bounce. They can bounce through every single zombie as long as it's in that lane. Honestly, I think a key could receive a nerf where it can attack on the entire board, but its shots are slower and stuff, and its shots can bounce to other zombies and other walls and stuff like that, and it's really cool. A key is another one of my favorite plants. Honestly, I just like the Lost City world. It's one of my favorites. But it was one of the worlds I struggled on the most. I struggled on the Lost City and Frostbite Caves the most. I hate the Frostbite Caves world. It is my least favorite world. I hate the wind. I hate the chill. I hate how you have to take hot potato or some other heater. And it's just so sucky, and I hate it, and I really never want to revisit the world. But, once again, my cat is once again being annoying and making tons of noise so I can't record. She's scratching on my bed. She knows I'm trying to record, and she's mad that I'm not giving her the attention, because normally I spend my day listening to music and petting her, and she likes it. But I haven't been doing it because I've been recording, and she wants me to give her attention. I'm almost done with this level, which thank God I can almost be done with this commentary. There's about another minute of me having to do commentary. Gargantuars are once again a joke. A key's plant food effect makes it shoot 3 giant of its projectiles, and it deals huge damage, and I think gains AoE. So that takes the Gargantuar down to about half health. in which I plant a cherry bomb and instantly kill it without having to worry about the imp, which is awesome because the Gargantuar imp throw, it's not as bad as it was in PvZ1, but it's still freaking annoying. But thank you for watching this video.